Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my current beauty favorites. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into this video because I don't want it to be a million years long. I want to kind of cut to the chase, get to the point, talk to you guys about all of the goodies I have here and that I've been loving. So, without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I want to talk about is this cleanser right here. This is the Biore Charcoal Acne Clearing Cleanser. My sister told me about this a long time ago and I was like, no, I'm okay. I was using a system, a kit at that point, and I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm going to stick to this. This is my second bottle of it and I absolutely love it. This clears my skin. If I'm having any kind of issues going on, I can use this and in just like within a matter of days, my skin is actually getting itself under control. So I highly recommend this to anybody who struggles with breakouts. It's a thing. No one likes to talk about it. It happens. Take it from a girl who knows. My skin has issues all the time. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And this stuff works wonders. I love it. I absolutely adore it. The next product I want to talk about is from that same line. It is from Biore, and this is the Biore Baking Soda Acne Scrub. They had a charcoal scrub that went along with this one, but I couldn't find it the last time I needed to repurchase it, so I found this one instead, and I love it. Really helps get rid of the dead skin that you have, any excess dirt, oil. I've been using this, actually I've only been using this for the past month, but I mean, I'm digging it. I use it, I want to say I use it every other night because you don't want to scrub your skin every night because that does more harm than good. But yeah, I've been using this and loving it. So again, highly recommend it. Biore can do me no wrong so far. Okay, so the next product I want to talk about is a mask. This is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. A little backstory. I got a sample size of the Glam Glow Super Mud Mask. It was the most amazing thing that ever happened to my skin, and when I went to go and actually purchase a full size, I was so sad at the price tag. It is not wallet friendly to this girl, so I had to sadly put it back on the shelf and walk away. I just had to walk away. It was very sad. So ever since then, I've been on the hunt for something that could be a possible dupe and work the same way. I've tried other drugstore masks that are, you know, clay mask and clearing and all that, and they didn't do anything. They didn't leave my skin feeling as amazing and soft and wonderful as Glam Glow's did until I found this bad boy. Picked this up at the beginning of September and I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. It's L'Oreal, it's drugstore, I'll try it. And oh my goodness, when I took the mask off, almost felt the exact same as whenever I tried the Glam Glow mask, and I was just like, oh my gosh, my heart soared and it was amazing, and I've been so happy ever since. So if anyone is looking for a dupe, a drugstore dupe for the Glam Glow Super Mud, I found it for you right here. It is again the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. So I've been loving it. I highly recommend it if you care about my opinion. I highly recommend it. So moving on to moisturizers in our skincare. I use two different moisturizers, one for the daytime and one for the evening. We're going to start with the one that I use in the daytime. This is the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. It was recommended to me by my sister. It has salicylic acid medication in it. I had a prescription acne medication that's primary ingredient with salicylic acid. It makes your skin feel so fresh and clean, and it's oil free, so you don't feel. Some moisturizers, lots of moisturizers, especially on my skin, have a tendency to, after a while having it on, they build up and they leave like a weird film on my skin, and it just feels yucky, and I feel like I need to go back and rewash my face. But not this. I don't know what kind of voodoo magic is up in this bottle, but it's amazing. I think it's making my skin better. It's gotta be because it's got salicylic acid up in there. It's like a magic eraser moisturizer, magic in a bottle. And I'm so glad, once again, my sister, she knows things. She knows. She's got the notes. So the last thing that I want to talk about in the skincare category of my favorites is another L'Oreal product. This is the L'Oreal Revitalift Bright Reveal. This is a brightening dual overnight moisturizer. There's two sections in it. There's one section that's the moisturizer with the medication in it, and then on the other side it has something for like brightening and tightening up like your under eyes. I got this because I've been noticing my eye bags. I'm not 18 anymore, as sad as that is. So I've been looking for something to help brighten them and make me look, you know, not so tired and sad. So I found this L'Oreal Revitalift and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try it. They had a little tester out at Target and I pumped it on the back of my hand and oh my goodness. Let me show you what a pump of it looks like so you can see. There it is on the back of my hand. You can see there's two separate sides. This one is the brightening agent and this is the actual moisturizing agent itself. Maybe I'm just like fooling myself and saying it's working, but I can feel a difference. Like I wake up in the morning and I feel like my under eyes are a little bit tighter and not so, I hate the word saggy, but saggy. So I'm loving it. I like it, okay? Alright, so that concludes our skincare portion of the video. So let's move on to makeup. The first product I'm going to talk about when it comes to makeup, I'm sure is no surprise because I've used it in literally every single tutorial that I've done on YouTube, and it is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I love this stuff. I feel like it makes my makeup last longer throughout the day. It doesn't feel heavy. A lot of primers, especially a lot of drugstore primers, will feel heavy on the skin. I like primers that will blur my skin without feeling heavy, and I know that seems like a lot to ask because a lot of drugstore primers, especially when they're pore filling, they want to make them feel heavy. I don't like feeling like there's a whole bunch of stuff on my face, even though I end up putting a whole bunch of stuff on my face. I want to feel like there's not a lot. This stuff does that. I don't know what it is about it. It's amazing, and I use it pretty much every single day. This is about the third bottle that I've bought. Now I say that as if it's a bad thing. e.l.f. is so inexpensive. It's so affordable. You can get it at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target. I mean, e.l.f. is, it's the bomb. I have two foundations that I have been absolutely loving the past couple of months. The first one, you're gonna laugh, is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. When I bought this, I was doing a lot of outdoor gigs for my work, and I was like, okay, I need a foundation that's not gonna slip and slide and make myself look like some sort of scary clown by the end of the night. So I got this, and oh my goodness, it is amazing, and it has not budged. And as you can see, it was my number one foundation that I used over the summer, and it did me no wrong. And I'm gonna have to purchase another bottle because I love it. I love it so much. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Foundation. This foundation, it's a lot like this, I can say, but this one feels a little bit lighter. It's not as full coverage as the Milani one. This one stays on just as well as the Milani one, but this one isn't as heavy and full coverage. I've been using this since the beginning of September, and it's been the only foundation I've been using for the past month and now 2 weeks. Those are the two foundations that I've been absolutely loving for the past couple of months. So I have two concealers that I've been using back and forth. The two concealers that I want to talk about is the Colorpop No Filter Concealer and the Maybelline Age Rewind. These both have kind of a similar feeling to them. The Colorpop one has some insane coverage, like oh my goodness. You gotta use a real light hand. A little of this goes a long way. I made the mistake when I first used it of just applying it all over, and that was a hot mess. I was like blending it down to here. I was like, this is too much, this is too much. So just a little goes a long way. Also, this stuff is like super inexpensive. It's Colorpop, and can I just say how freaking excited I am that they're coming to Sephora. Oh my goodness, so excited. Last concealer I want to talk about is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I got this on Tati's recommendation, and she was right. It's amazing. The only complaint I have about it is that the top gets super messy and whatnot, like super kind of grody. But other than that, this stuff is bomb. I love this. So if you're looking for a nice full coverage concealer, this stuff is the way to go. Again, drugstore, super affordable. I'm kind of a person who likes to keep things affordable. I want everyone to be able to use this stuff that I use because, hey, I'm all about a good deal. So, yeah. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I highly recommend it. Alright, so this next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is probably the one thing that I will no longer ever be able to live without, and it is the e.l.f. Translucent Setting Powder. I've gotten a lot of people hooked on this stuff. This is like my 4th container of this. That sounds excessive, but I swear on my life, this stuff is so freaking good. I don't do my makeup anymore unless I use this. I can't do anything without this powder. Like, there was literally a day I had to go and I had to stay the night over at my sister's house, and I walked out and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot my e.l.f. powder, and I had to run back inside and grab it because I literally cannot do my makeup without this stuff. It's that good. If you get anything else out of this video, this e.l.f. setting powder. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I have one blush to talk about, and it is by the brand Makeup Revolution. I've used this blush so much that like the front of it, there's words coming off of it. This is the matte blush powder in the shade Nude. This is so light and pretty. I've swatched that quite a bit just so the camera can pick it up. A light wash of it on the cheeks matches pretty much whatever look you want to do. Again, it's the blush I'm wearing today. You don't really need that much. You just tap your brush in, tap off the excess, dot it on the apples of your cheeks, and you are good to go. It's my favorite blush at the moment. I try to branch out and like, oh, well, Jen, you have other blushes in your collection that you need to use, but I'm like, but this one is my favorite. And then I end up throwing this in my makeup bag and going about my day. Okay, the last face product that I have to talk about is this Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette by Flower Beauty. This palette, obviously I've used the lightest shade in there to death. Let me swatch this so you can appreciate the true beauty therein. These powders are so, they're just the greatest. You tap your brush in there and tap off the excess and lightly go on if you want a light wash, or if you really want to just boom, blind the haters out there, you can strobe your cheeks with this and it's amazing. It's a really versatile palette. It's amazing. You can get it from Walmart for like, I think 15 bucks. It's really good and I highly recommend it. Okay, so there's no surprise with this next product that I'm going to talk about because again, I use it in pretty much every single video, and that is the NYX Gotcha Concealer. I would never use this as an under eye concealer. And the reason why is because it is so freaking thick and heavy. Like, I don't know why they market it as a concealer because I would never use it as a concealer. But it makes the absolute best eyeshadow primer. Like, the stickiness and the tackiness when you set it down on your eyes. If you've watched my tutorials, you've seen I use this in every single tutorial because it is just amazing. And you don't need that much. Like, I've had this tube since I think January. You just need a tiny dot, pat it out on the back of your hand, and then put it on your eyelid, and you're good to go. I set mine down with a powder just so it's not super tacky. It's so good. I highly recommend this, but not as a concealer, as an eyeshadow primer. Yes. Alright, 2 eyeshadow palettes that I want to talk to you guys about. The first one is this Morphe 25B palette. This is the bronzed mocha palette. This is the palette that I literally take with me pretty much everywhere I go. These colors are so good for just day-to-day, everyday basics. You can just use, you know, the top row up here if you just want to do something simple. They've got a row of shimmers, they've got your darks. It's a really versatile palette, and I take it with me like whenever I know I have to go to work and I've gotta go stay somewhere. And I take this and I just do a very basic brown smoky eye, and it hasn't steered me wrong. This and the other one, the 25A, the Copper Spice palette, that like, they're bomb. They're so great. Morphe shadows in general are just great. Okay, so since we're on Morphe, I'm sure this is no surprise to anybody that I'm gonna add this one into my favorites, and it is the Jaclyn Pill palette by Morphe. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all the colors. She knocked this thing out of the ballpark. I swear on my life. Jaclyn Hill is literally my YouTube idol. So when I saw that she was coming out with this palette, I was like, I need this in my life. This is not a want, this is a need. These are the easiest shadows I've ever blended out, ever. A beginner can use this palette and blend their shadow with ease. Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, congratulations. You have knocked this out of the park. It is amazing. I love it. I'm kind of ridiculous and I keep mine in the bubble wrap when I store it just because it's precious to me, guys. This palette is precious. One of the last things I want to talk about is this mascara right here. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I'm pretty sure every single YouTuber has talked about this mascara. I don't like false lashes. I'm not a false lashes kind of girl. I have naturally long lashes anyways. And this mascara just intensifies them and makes it look like I'm wearing like fake lashes. It's the mascara I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and it's the mascara that I've been wearing for months and months, and it's probably the one mascara that I'm going to continue to wear. In a previous video, I talked about how I'm always on the hunt for a voluminous mascara. I found it. She's here to stay. Thank you, L'Oreal. Alright, I'm going to talk about couple lip products and then call it a day. The first lip product I want to talk about is the Colorpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Strut. It's the color I'm wearing on my lips right now. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, it doesn't feather, which is amazing. I've tried so many liquid lips that have like feathered and look really weird. They kind of bunch up right there on the side, and it's not cute. It's not a cute look, honey. No. But this doesn't. It wears, and I've gone for hours and hours and hours without retouching it, and I will look in the mirror and be like, oh, my lips are still looking flaky. Okay. So, yeah, I love this lip color. It's pretty much my go-to. I have two NYX butter glosses that I want to talk about because I switch back and forth with these two. The first one is the shade right here, and this is the shade Maybelline. This is the shade that I pair a lot with Strut. I purposefully didn't put any on my lips before I filmed this so I could show you guys what I was talking about. This stuff pairs so well with this color. Like, see, it just gives it just a hint and a twinkle of a shine so your lips don't look so flat. I will take this, I will pair these together. It's my go-to lip combination. And I absolutely adore it. This next shade that I want to talk about is this one right here, and this is Angel Food Cake, and this is more of a pinky gloss. I put this over top of a lot of pinky nudes. If I have a pinky nude that I'm just like not feeling as lively as I would like it, I will put this color on top of it, and I feel like lip gloss on top of any kind of liquid lipstick brings it to life, and it also makes it a lot easier to wear. And NYX butter glosses, oh my gosh. They're really highly pigmented, and they've got such a good shine, but they're not sticky. They don't make your lips stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like how a lip gloss can kind of make your lips feel like they're stringy because you have way too much goop on top of it. Not these. These are just, they glide on like butter. Probably why they call it, you know, butter gloss. And that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the things beauty related that I have been loving the past couple of months, things that have been working for me. If you try any of this, leave it in the comments below. Also leave me your current favorites. If there's anything you would like me to try or anything that you recommend I try, leave them in the comments below. I love reading it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.